Yeah, this shit too easy for me now. Nigga Cole been going flat since back when CDs was around. When you sold out triple that, I can't believe this fucking clown. Look at everybody clapping when your 30-song album do a measly 100 down. If I'm betting on myself, then I completely double down. If you end it on a nigga, please don't creep me with a pound. I'll be staying out the way, but if the beef do come around and put an M right on your head, you Luigi brother now. Trace my steps all in this game. You can see me cover ground. Back and forth from NC to New York when Jeezy had the crown. Nigga memories, niggas start to squeeze me ducking down. So many shells up on the ground, it make the Easter Bunny proud. I get up, dust my clothes off. Sleep is the cousin of death. No plans to doze off. The streets that don't come with a rep. I never sold soft. Just creep where the hustlers crept. They got their O's off. You reach niggas up and like Steph to blow your nose off. It's so tight and then resume flight as if it never happened. Shit we witness full of so much sickness. Angels shedding tears in heaven. Word that off this clever rapping, bitch, my pockets gon' forever fatten. They gon' forever fatten. See? You gotta tell me, they act like they don't even fucking see it. Bitch, my pen of the paper's lethal. I'm sending them straight to Nisa. The nigga that made the pizza. Reaper, creeping on ya. The sin of failure, reeking on ya. Check your shit and tell ya. Pussy niggas bleeding on ya. Self, fucking with cold is bold, but it's impeding on ya. Health, all your niggas feeding off your wealth. All my niggas feeding all they selves. Then it feels 12. Krispy Kreme dreams. Sometimes my dogs wanna kill 12. Cause they steady harassing. We seen dilemmas like Nelly and Kelly. They ended the deadliest fashion. My young niggas ready, they blasting. Bullets be humming like Cuddy, but one of your hoodies spaghetti or splashing. All over the driveway. Y'all talking off sideways. Y'all chopping off y'all lays down. Cops talking off y'all legs now. Y'all want the AI way. My niggas look up in the sky like we sending it Yahweh. We sending it Yahweh. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all see what the fuck going on out here. Killers, armors, I-95, Carolina. Just stand up, nigga.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Brady again. There's Evans again, complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Now here's Hill, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, that 53. Hey, check it. I hope you brush your lips because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got this.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They hand this one to Gronk, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Me and you. It's just me and you. Middle. 45.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Check three.
Now Jackson, forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from second to third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. On first down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hill. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Again, it's Murray. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Eluding the pressure. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Shotgun now for Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Again, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30.
I'm only going to be
Still
able to carry it so far.
And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Brady to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard.
That's what playing around get you right there. That's what playing around get you right there. I played around on my first drive, trying to run new plays that I ain't never ran, and I lost. Damn, Mike, I wish I would know you said something. Yeah, I'll play you next game. Send me an invite.
The NFL is
Send me
on
an invite,
EA
I'll play.
Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The give is to Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Wait 20. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the regular. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the run.
Like a baby or something in the background.
Here's Brady.
Man, come on, baby.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I'll make one, Mike Evans. Come on, Mike Evans. I'll make one. It's all good, Mike. I'll make one.
45 to Mike. Watch the run.
You know it.
Brady.
Good pass.
This is a diving
Great
effort
back.
by Evans. What a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Great back.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. Touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Okay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
He might be faster next year, but right now he had like an 81, 82 speed. He ain't better than Pierre Paul. He ain't better than Beard. So you can't play. He damn sure ain't better than Vita Vea.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Go with it. Come on, big man, Fournette.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, my God. I need disrespectful.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And some room to roam now.
Oh, man.
Past the 20.
Oh, my God. Get there.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 50 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Look that shit, big man. Ugh. Stretch that motherfucker out, big man. Yeah. Looking like Mike Vick out there, but I thought you were Mike Vick for a second, with that number 7 on. I thought that was Mike Vick for a second.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Well, he was goddamn dipping and moving out there. I thought that was Mike Vick. Mike Vick. Oh, my bad.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Who plays in this one? Here we go. Hey. Yeah.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see if we get a change the defense a little bit. They hold me on a pick, so it's all good. Madden, y'all owe me a pick, Madden. Single back wide trips. One time nigga in single back, man,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 28-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I was in the red zone. It was my time now. This time I was right here.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones.
Come on.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the second.
It got his man complete. The 20, 10,
Ooh,
5,
he's running.
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 78 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Wait, 20. Hold 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45, 45. Mike, 48.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10.
Alpha. 45. 72. Check.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Keep playing hard.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down now, Bernard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What do you want to do? Do you want to risk it? He a big time rover. He said he big time. Can't get a yard, you can't get me.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now they'll throw with Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucks are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. The Bucks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Switch. Check. Lucky. Let me go.
Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 21. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Wait, that 380. Lost the bird. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. We won't this. Mike 9. Hey. We gotta.
A final shot before break. Brady.
Check curls.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Come on.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Yeah,
touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Extra point try now for Suckup. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Now Brady again. And that'll be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So it was a drive.
Damn. Yeah, man, I did a show on it today, Yogi the Bear. I did a show on it today, Tank and Rolling. Is it official tissue? Ain't none official tissue yet, so. Y'all know what this big about that Wilder Fury shit. I see. I love how it go. I love how I ain't gonna lie to you. I love how I go. I love how I go. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, I love it. Motherfuckers can't say I ain't influential, nigga. Yes, sir. Influential. I'm influential. I gotta get a win tonight, man. I ain't got a win yet. Gotta get a dub. What? I ain't good no more. I gotta beat you, homie. I don't know who you are, well, I don't know your name. I ain't won all night. I'm 0-2. I done lost 2 straight. I can't lose 3 straight. So off with your fucking head. With all the respect. Off with your fucking head. I can't lose 3 in a row. I don't know who you running with. Don't matter who you running with.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You know what I'm saying? We respect Pat over here. Don't get it twisted like we don't respect
He will
Pat,
return this from deep in the end zone.
Pat gonna be on the bench for a while. We gonna run that old man offense. That Tom Brady, that old man offense. I think our defense stars here. Hey. Now look at you, he got that.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You know how long we gotta get Leonard Fournette in the game. Yeah, we gotta get old Big Lynn in there. Yeah. I like Leonard Fournette.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right here.
From the gun, it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Where we at? Kansas City.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Shit. Tallahassee. No matter where we at.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
I couldn't play with him no more.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They never got to cook with this. They haven't cooked with this, you're going to make it real. But, I don't know, man. I don't feel like they're passing the ball and shit. Oh, my heart shit. Oh, yeah.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pat Jones put fucking nigga up. I see it, man. Yeah.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Fires the mic. Tighten up.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, check back 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw is Brady.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's a diving catch right side. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st down, Brady. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Hey, baby. Come out. What's up? I'm good. I'll be there in a second. Yeah. Probably.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
45. 3 buzz. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
45's the mic. Watch the car.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Fight on these two. Attack. I got you, boy. 45. Mike, 45. I got wide. 45. Taller. Hey, man. What?
Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage there by Carlton Davis.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
I smell fear in that offense. 15. Hey, get him. You got him. Hey, Rimlin.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side. 20, 10, 5.
No limit, DJ.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Nashville. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Drop deep, drop deep. Out, hey, 66.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Target.
Now Bernard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Watch twist.
Here's Bernard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2nd down, another shot for Jones.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's to the 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, a 22-yard scamper, and the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So defensively, third down, you're thinking get the stop, maybe force the field goal try. Instead, he's able to shake free and not just get the first down, but get the touchdown as well.
Yeah, so much for the best laid plans, right? And you knew once he got past the line of scrimmage, he was gone. Got that head of steam behind him. Vroom, off to the races. The only surprise would have been if anyone caught him.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Stop DH and stop Julio.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Julio. Julio. You want to take a pass, and I'll show you the pass game next.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get it. These 2 first downs give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to Henry. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. Open man Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Big stop, Pete. Big stop. Let's go. Switch.
Back to throw. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Wait, 20. Check back 21. Hey. Hold 50. Check back 21. Check back 21.
Again, it's Brady. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a couple.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, check it. Check back 21. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check it.
Now Brady.
Check back 21. I'm on.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 39, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Here's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Brady now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Wide. Get wide.
Brady's going to look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Man open here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Let's go.
They'll run it again with Henry. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A give to Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A 1st down carry for Henry. Runs over it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From midfield, here's Brady.
Let's go deep.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield.